Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please take your seats, our program will begin in 2 minutes. If you will please take your seats, our program will begin in 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that there is plenty of seating in the balcony. There is plenty of seating in the balcony. You will need to climb up stairs, though, in order to get up. Gentlemen, there's still plenty of seating up at the balcony. You are required to walk up some stairs to get there, but the view is fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program will begin shortly. Our program will begin shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage LaShawn Phoenix Moore, our MC for today's program.
Good morning and what up though, Detroit, Rock City? Put those hands together. Oh, you all are giving golf claps when this is the most joyous occasion. Put those hands together and let everybody on Woodward hear you. Welcome to Baby Love. I'm your delighted host, LaShawn Phoenix Moore, artist, culture creator, and event curator at the Wright Museum. We're here today to celebrate the launch of RX Kids Detroit. Show them some love. This is a groundbreaking mom and baby cash prescription program. This initiative provides meaningful financial support and stability during the pregnancy and early infancy stages to Detroit families to help create healthier beginnings for Detroit's youngest residents. To kick off our event tonight, I'd like to invite a few of my artist sisters, the Soul Sirens, to perform. Soul Sirens is comprised of three highly accomplished Detroit-based vocalists, Elise King, Angela Davis, and Brittany B. Hayton. They will be performing the theme of today's celebration, Baby Love by the Supremes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Soul Sirens, show them some love. Weren't they adorable? Give it up for the Soul Sirens. Baby, we started this program off correctly, okay? One more time for them. Our next person coming to the stage right now is one of the most powerfully magical women I have met in 2026. Dr. Mona is a pediatrician. Go ahead, you can clap. That's a good place to clap. Her name alone Dr. Mona is a pediatrician and associate dean of public health at Michigan State University College of Human Medicine. She's one of the most powerful voices in this state. We are so lucky to have her. She started RX Kids with a dream to be able to prescribe away poverty. I am thrilled that this initiative has finally made it to the city of Detroit. Without further ado, give it up to the founder, Dr. Mona. Show her some love.
I get a stool because I'm so short, but I feel as tall as Lieutenant Governor. Welcome. It is a joy and an honor to be here with all of you today. You all, we are making history. Are you ready to make history? And for me, this is personal. So before I was that Flint pediatrician, I was a Detroit pediatrician. This is where I trained, this is where I learned how to take care of kids, and this is where I fell in love with our Detroit kiddos. And honestly, this is where I first learned that I can't truly treat asthma or prematurity or lead poisoning without addressing that upstream pathogen of poverty. Detroit also means a lot to me because Detroit is where I became a mama. My babies were born at Hutzel. My OB is here today. Just a few years ago, my pediatrician who was in the delivery room is here today. So Detroit helped raise me as a doctor and as a mother. And being a doctor and being a mom has also taught me a very important lesson. Health does not start at a hospital. It begins in families, in neighborhoods, and in how we show up for each other as a community and as a society. So let me ask you, Detroit, do we love our babies? That was good, but I think we could do better. All right, do we love our babies? Do we believe every baby deserves a healthy start? And that's what baby love sounds like. We're going to be saying it today, and we're going to be singing it. Weren't they amazing? The music, amazing. But we are going to be proving it today with the launch of RX Kids. And to be clear, RX Kids is not charity. It is medicine. It is led by a doctor at a medical school, and this is what it looks like when we boldly improve health. It's not a pill. It's prevention. We give families a little bit of breathing room during pregnancy and infancy when money is the tightest, because stress, housing instability, and hunger makes kids and communities sick. So instead of accepting that as inevitable, instead of shrugging our shoulders and saying we can't do anything about it, we are finally doing something about it. And in many ways, RX Kids is what love looks like in policy and practice. And as you can see, we love love. And this program is working across the state, and it's past time that it came to the city of Detroit. So there are a lot of VIPs in the room, and I see you, and I love every single one of you, and I'm grateful. It would take days to name all of you and all the amazing things that you have done. So thank you. I love you. We're so grateful for you. But the most important people in the room are our babies. And their caregivers doing their very best every single day. This is what today is all about. So at this time, I want you to meet some of our families and some of our very first Detroit babies of 2026. Let's give them a warm welcome as I come on stage. Come on, mamas and babies. Keep clapping, keep clapping. Come on, warm up. Come on, all of you. Come on, come on. Right, come on, come on. This is the business. Let's get up. All the mamas, please have a seat. All the mamas with the babies, have a seat. Come on. All right, you can have a seat. I'm going to introduce every single one of these beautiful babies and families. All right. First, I'm excited to introduce you to Desanique. Where are you, Desanique? There she is. With Darnell. And they are here with their beautiful twin girls, Daisy and Dahlia. These gorgeous babies were born on January 2nd. And Desanique is excited about this program because she knows it's going to bring real health and stability to families. Next, I want you to meet Krishna. Where are you, Krishna? Yeah! With baby Kaylani, also born on January 2nd. Krishna beautifully said, when you have support, you feel better. And when you feel better, you do better. All right, next we have Jessica and baby Zena. All right, guys, Zena was born 2 weeks ago. She's just 2 weeks old. 2 weeks ago. And she is our youngest baby on stage. Jessica says RX Kids will help cover her family's needs so she can focus on recovery, bonding, and caring for her baby. All right, we have Carrie. Where's Carrie? Carrie's here with Henry Kennedy and their baby daughter, Suleya. Look at her. She was born on January 8th, and she was recently discharged from the NICU. Carrie is grateful that RX Kids will make sure her baby has what she needs. All right, and now we have a real treat. We have 2 New Year's Day babies, okay? We have Kamaria right here and baby Liliana, oh my goodness, born at 1 a.m. on January 1st. We think the first baby girl of the new year. Kamaria runs her own business providing doula services. She knows stress affects both moms and babies, and she says RX Kids will give moms the chance to breathe. We hear that all the time, a chance to breathe and be home during those crucial early days. Let's give it up for baby Liliana. All right, and it wasn't easy, but we found the very first baby born in Detroit this year, okay? We are so lucky to have Rukia and baby Jakai on the end over there. Born at 12:34 a.m., the very first baby born in the city of Detroit. And she'll be sharing her story soon and why she is excited about this program coming to Detroit. So look at these beautiful babies and their families. This is the future of Detroit. This is the future of our nation. Every one of them carries the whole city's hope in their tiny little hands, every single one of them. And we worked really hard to find these January babies, especially Liliana and Jakai, our January 1st babies, because January 1st didn't just bring in new babies. It birthed a new era of leadership in the city that put families, health, and neighborhoods front and center. Bringing RX Kids to Detroit was Mayor Sheffield's first announcement. Let's go. Her leadership unlocked millions in matching funds, and she promised to deliver this program within her first 100 days. And today, she kept that promise ahead of schedule. So in the spirit of new beginnings, I am proud to share that, yes, we are making history today. And today, RX Kids officially launches in the city of Detroit, and eligibility begins on January 1st with these babies. And now, please join me, get to your feet. If you're not wearing diapers, get to your feet. Please join me in welcoming the girl boss leader who is showing the nation what it looks like when a city chooses its children. Detroit Mayor Mary Sheffield.
Thank you, Detroit. Good morning. It is such an honor to be here to officially announce that the RX Kids application is open. I have to say, I was just backstage and met a mother, Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy, raise your hand. And she told me, she said, I applied about a couple of months ago, and they told me that I was not eligible because I did not live in Detroit. And she said, I didn't feel like that was right. Detroiters should have an opportunity to get access to RX Kids. And I said, that is the same way I felt, and that is why we are here today, because Detroit mothers and families and babies deserve RX Kids here in the city of Detroit. I am so honored that as the mayor of this great city that I prioritized and made sure that this was my first priority and initiative to launch here in our great city. Today, we are sending a powerful message that not just Detroit families, not just across Michigan or across this country, but that Detroit is a city that invests in our babies so that they can have the best possible start in life. I have always believed that how we care for our children reflects who we are as a city and who we are as a community. I am extremely proud to bring a program that puts our families, our babies, at the very center of how we govern and how we lead. Because we all know that when we lift up our families, we invest in the long-term health, stability, and success of our city. So Detroit, as Dr. Mona mentioned, is the largest city in the nation to participate in the RX Kids program, the largest city. And every single Detroit baby and mother and family that is eligible will receive a $1,500 cash prescription during pregnancy, followed by $500 per month throughout the baby's first 6 months of life. No strings attached. And in Detroit, we roughly have 8,000 babies born, precious babies born, each year that can benefit from this program. And we know that this support comes during one of the most economically vulnerable and developmentally critical times during families' and children's life. The first months of life are critical, not just for the child's health and development, but also for the family's stability and their overall confidence. For expecting mothers and infants in our city, this program provides dignity, it gives them freedom, and real opportunity. It is direct support that can be used for rent, that can keep our families in their homes and prevent evictions. That's a round of applause. They can use funding for utilities and diapers, food, transportation, and medical care, all of the essentials that families need to thrive in this great city. This program is also fully aligned with a broader approach that this administration has addressed and is addressing, and that is childhood poverty. Right now, more than half of our children in this city are living below poverty. That means that too many of our babies are starting life early, carrying the weight of financial hardship before they even take their first steps. And that is why this administration is moving with urgency. We have already appointed the city's first chief of health, human, and poverty solutions, none other than Dr. Luke Schaefer, who I'm very excited about, to help us design and implement real solutions like the one today so that more Detroit families have the opportunity to rise higher. Detroit is also, lastly, approaching this work with much more intention. And that is that we have strong wraparound services. Families that are participating in this program will be connected to a network of city and community services, ensuring that support does not end but continues with opportunities. Through the city of Detroit, families can connect to housing services, sister friends, Detroit ID, and free transportation to medical care for moms as well. And through our partners at Wayne Metro and the United Way, families also can access utility assistance, food support, free tax preparation services, and much more. There are so many people to thank, and I would like, again, to give a round of applause to none other than our fierce leader, Dr. Mona, for creating this program and the vision behind it. None other also than Dr. Luke, who you will also hear from next, and our governor, Governor Whitmer, for her amazing leadership, always putting families and children first. All of the elected officials in our state legislature, a bipartisan support for this bill. We appreciate your support as well, and also my colleagues on the Detroit City Council, who you will hear from too today, who have been instrumental in this program as well. And so today we affirm that all Detroit children deserve a strong start in life, and that the health of a city begins with the health of its children. And so I have the opportunity, really quick before I take my seat, one of the major or greatest privileges, I should say, as mayor, is we have the opportunity to present something called the Key to the City. Have you all heard of that? And traditionally, this key has been given to someone who has made an important contribution to the city of Detroit throughout their career. Today, I have a different type of key to the city that I would like to present. And that is, I would like to present to our January 2026 babies a key to the city. Not for what you all have accomplished in your first 40 days of life, but for the great things that I know you will accomplish throughout your long life ahead. Due to the RX Kids program, we all know that you all will be the best, the brightest, and reach your full potential in life. Your key to the city. Of bringing up our newest appointment to the mayor's office, and that is none other than our Chief of Health, Human, and Poverty Solutions, Dr. Luke Schaefer.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful crowd. It was just a few years ago that this was a dream. Dr. Mona and I, just right across the street at the much not as nice U of M Detroit Center, we're talking with Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist about this. And I remember in that first day we were thinking about Flint, and he said, we want to bring this to the city of Detroit. And then we had a governor who put her money where her mouth was, and Senator Winnie Brinks, who brought the money in. And then I'm so excited to join the Sheffield administration. She said, we're going to use evidence, and we're going to be bold, and talk about delivering. This is delivering results right here with our staff. So this is an amazing moment. It's about making an idea a reality. And it's about real people. So I'm going to get off the stage, and I'm going to introduce Rakia R., who's going to talk about what this means for her family.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rakia Reeves, and as stated before, I am the mother who gave birth to the New Year's baby, Jakai. It is an honor to be standing in front of you all today. First, a little bit about me. I am a mother of 6, so Jakai is baby number 6. I'm a mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, and a friend. And like most, I have had struggles before. Just, getting baby items, covering bills. Like pregnant with Jakai, I was a high-risk pregnancy, so around 4 months, I ended up having to take off of work. So I actually been off of work since I was 4 months pregnant.
Just a little spit up normal.
Since I was 4 months pregnant. And so one of my downfalls was basically like how was I going to cover bills? How was I going to cover gas? Every now and then I had a problem with providing food. Everybody think like, oh, you got all these kids, you got food stamps and all that. Sometimes all of that isn't enough. So when I ended up hearing about the program, it was actually like back in September. I was driving and I heard it over the radio, 107.5. I ended up getting home, I Googled it. It didn't have Detroit listed, but me being me, I still applied. So I applied. Of course, I got denied, but I seen local cities that I did know people stayed in that were listed. So even though I wasn't eligible, I still shared it. I shared it on all my social media platforms. A lot of mothers were coming to me, asking me questions. I didn't know nothing, but I did read some of the guidelines, so I was able to provide. So I kind of stepped in as an advocate for RX kids, not knowing anything about them. And then 2 weeks after my denial letter, I actually got an invite in the mail from them. So I felt like that wasn't nothing but God. And now that I am a RX Kids mother, I can say that the program is helping me cover all the things that I couldn't cover on my own just literally a couple weeks ago. I feel like, I was discouraged as a woman and as a mother on certain days when I couldn't provide for my kids. It was certain days like I couldn't even pay $16 for my kids to go to a field trip. And I feel like RX Kids stepping in has helped me in those areas I fail in. And I look forward to continuing the program. I look forward to still advocating and pushing the program information out to others. And congratulations to all the mothers here that signed up. And then, just real quick, I have a poem that I would like to share for the mothers. Because sometimes I know that we are embarrassed to ask for help and stuff like that. But the most important part is to use the resources. Use the resources, because if we don't use them, we lose them. Everybody cry for help. And then when the resources is available, everybody look at images or what the next person gonna say and all this stuff like that. Don't worry about the next person. Worry about yourself. And just do what you have to do. Like, no person is bigger than the next. I don't care how much money they got, how many times they done been on TV. Use the resources. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the poem. A mother's heart, a gentle hand, sometimes struggles in this land. Her children near, her love so deep, while worries whisper, secrets keep. The pantry's bare, the bills pile high, a silent tear escapes her eye. She works so hard, she does her best to give her family love and rest. The little ones, they need so much, a warm embrace, a loving touch, a safe, dry roof, a healthy meal, a hope of future hurt will feel. But shadows creep and fears take hold, the stories often left untold, the single mother, the weary wife, battling hardships day and night. Yet in the darkness, faith remains, a whispered prayer that still sustains. Dear God, she cries, please hear my plea, bring strength and hope and set us free. And in that moment, grace appears, washing away all doubts and fears, a helping hand, a friendly face, resources offered, time and space. A food bank shelf, a generous share, a doctor's visit, show they care.
a warm blanket, a cozy bed, a story read before they're led. To peaceful dreams where worry cease and hearts feel comfort, find release. The church bell rings, a joyful sound, blessings abound all around. For neighbors help and friends provide, with open hearts and love inside, they share their time, their skills, their might, to bring a little joy and light. So praise God for these gifts we see, and love and kindness, wild and free. The helping hands, the open door, resources given, and so much more. Let's lift them up, these family dears, and banish sadness, dry each tear. Support them now with hearts so true, and show them God's love shining through. For in their strength and in their grace, we see God's image in each face, a testament to love and care, a burden lifting, light to bear. So let us give and let us pray for families needing help today. That hope will bloom and faith will grow and blessings endlessly will flow. And that's it. And without further ado, thank you. And without further ado, please remain standing. Could you please give a warm round of applause for Governor Whitmer?
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I don't know about you, but 6 weeks after having my child, I was not writing poetry. So let's give it up one more time for our beautiful poet. And congratulations to all the moms here. Congratulations to Mayor Sheffield for delivering on a promise he made to the city of Detroit. To Dr. Mona for expanding your vision. You started in Flint, but growing all across the state, and it's really exciting. And Luke Schaefer, who co-created RX Kids, Majority Leader Winnie Brinks, the leader in the state Senate, who fought passionately for this. And of course, Rakaya and all the families who are here for trusting in this work and embracing this and recognizing the value of what is possible when we align and when we work together. What started off as an idea to reduce child poverty in Flint has since spread across both peninsulas and to over a dozen counties. Today, I am proud to share that RX Kids is now in 29 communities in the state of Michigan. And it's really based on a very simple idea, giving every mom and every baby the support they need to succeed. Thanks to this critical investment that we made in the last state budget, last year's balanced bipartisan state budget, RX Kids will help nearly 100,000 babies, including 8,000 that are born here in Detroit every year. Now, I support RX Kids for two simple reasons. One, it works. And two, it means happier, healthier families. In places where RX Kids has been running, we're already seeing better outcomes, from more consistent checkups before and after birth, babies born at healthier weights, decreased NICU admissions. You can also measure the program's success in smiles. Families that feel more confident. They can take their bundles of joy home and know that they're going to be okay. And as a mom, I can remember the feeling of settling in on that first drive home from the hospital with my newborn, feeling terrified, by the way, and realizing everything's different now. How am I going to do this? And at the same time, I was a member of the sandwich generation, which simply means I was sandwiched between caring for my mom, who was dying of brain cancer, and my newborn daughter, who I just named after her. And the pressure of taking care of my mom and my baby, I was also trying to run my household and serve as a state legislator, and it felt impossible and overwhelming a lot of the time. But I did it, and it showed me who I am and certainly drives the work that I do today as your governor. It was a lot to handle, but I was lucky. I had family around who could help me. I had resources that a lot of people don't have. And, like moms everywhere, I just figured out how to make it all work. Now, I know every mom enrolled in RX Kids understands the grit and resilience that it takes to not just be a great mom, not just to show up at work and be a community member, but to do it all at the same time. We know that childbirth is a vulnerable time in everyone's life. There could be health complications, income tends to drop, expenses definitely rise, and that's why RX Kids is so important. It helps families when they need it most, no matter what. We have to keep working together to bring RX Kids to every Michigan mom who needs it. As I mentioned earlier, it's already in 29 communities, but that means we've got more yet to do together. I'm excited to announce that starting March 2nd, RX Kids will be open to every mom and baby across the Upper Peninsula. So whether you're a baby born in the 313 or the 906, you get to benefit from this. Whether they're deep in Lions country or they live closer to Lambeau Field, they will get to benefit from this. Whether they live in our biggest city or our smallest town. At a time of so much national economic uncertainty, we're showing up and we're putting money back in the pockets of people who need it most. We want every Michigan mom to succeed. We want to end child poverty. It's why we've done so much over the past 7 years to invest directly in our families. We launched Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies. We made pre-K and community college free for all. We feed all 1.4 million kids in our public schools breakfast and lunch every day. We want every family to do well and to be well. So thank you again, Dr. Mona and Luke, for your work. Let's keep working together to make Michigan the best state to start and to raise your family in. Thank you so much.
Give it up for our Governor, Big Gretch. Show her some love. We'd like to get a quick photo of the moms with the mayor and Luke, Dr. Mona. So if you got your phones out, this is a great time to take a pic. It's only going to happen once. Give them a huge round of applause. So powerful when we see our city and state leaders coming in alignment with humanity. So give it up for them one more time. And these precious new babies. Those are golf claps. I'm not a golf clap host. Give it up for new babies being taken care of. Very good. Coming to the stage next is the Detroit Youth Choir. You can clap. The Detroit Youth Choir was founded in 1996, and they're dedicated to providing youth ages 8 to 18 in the metropolitan Detroit area with a world-class performing experience. I'm super excited to invite Detroit's future leaders to the stage for a Motown mashup. I got to hear them in their sound check. They are phenomenal. So let's give them a huge round of applause as they get ready to begin. The Detroit Youth Choir, thank you.
Yeah, what did I do wrong to make you stay away so long? Baby love, missing you, missing you. Instead of breaking up, let's do some kissing and making up. Don't throw our love away. In my arms, why don't you stay? Baby love, my baby love, why must we separate, my love? All of my whole life through, I never loved no one but you. Why do you do me like you do? I guess it's me. To hold you once again, my love, feel your warmth, embrace my love. Don't throw our love away. Why you make me feel this way? Why you do me like you do? Loneliness has got the best of me. Why you do me like you do? After I've been true to you, so deep in love with you, baby, 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 till it's hurting me, till it's hurting me, baby love, ooh, baby love. Don't throw our love away, don't throw our love away, don't throw our love away.
How y'all feeling this afternoon? Listen, I've never met a girl who makes me feel the way that you do. Whenever a man who makes my dreams real, I say that you do. Yeah, so be by home. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love that's true, so get ready. I'm gonna try to make you love me too, so get ready. Here I come. I'm on my way. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here and the time is right. We're dancing in the streets, dancing in Chicago, down in New Orleans, in New York City. All we need is music, sweet music. Oh, things swaying, the record's playing. We're dancing in the streets. Whoa, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. Every guy, every girl, everywhere around the world. Oh, yeah. We're dancing in the street, yeah. Ooh, we're dancing in the street. We're dancing, 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 dancing. Dancing in the street. Oh, we're dancing in the street. Whoa. We're dancing in the street, yeah. We're dancing in the street. Come on, hey! Put your hands up. Let me tell you now. Ooh. When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd. When someone picks you from the front, one look was all it took. Now it's just too late for me. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me? Oh, darling, I was lying to let you go. But now that I see you in your songs, yes, I do know. Ooh, ooh, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na, 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 na.
Give it up for the Detroit Youth Choir. What a dynamic and electric performance. Next to the stage is Janae Wilkes, a pregnant Detroit mama who will now give us a few remarks. Y'all, she's beautiful, okay? Thanks for coming, Janae. Come on out.
Wow, what a performance, right? Hi, everyone. My name is Janae Wilkes, and I am a Detroit resident and a mom of one-year-old twins. I am currently expecting my third child, just shy of 22 weeks today. Thank you. Being here for the RX Kids Baby Love event, celebrating babies, celebrating moms, and celebrating families means the world to me. I serve in neighborhood and community leadership roles here in Detroit, and throughout my work, I can see what baby love really looks like and how early support can change the trajectory for families. I am excited to watch my twins meet their new sibling and welcome one more little one into our home. I want to be able to welcome this baby with stability, peace, and the kind of support that every Detroit family deserves. I am deeply grateful to Kayana Sessoms and the Hit the Healing House for sharing the RX Kids program with me and making sure that this information reached the community that she serves, and she serves beautifully. That's why RX Kids is such a powerful expression of baby love, because it's not just words, it's actions. It is support for family, it is trust, and it's support for the exact moment that families need. RX Kids will make a real difference in how I, myself, support my family and how other moms continue to support and provide for their families as well, including with prenatal health appointments, transportations, medications, groceries, and everyday needs that affect both maternal and infant health. Throughout my work in community spaces, I see how financial stress can impact families long before it becomes a crisis. And when families are supported early during pregnancy and the first few months of a child's life, families are healthier, more stable, and better able to focus on their children. RX Kids meets families where they are. It trusts parents to know what their families need most, and that trust is powerful. By bringing the RX Kids program to Detroit, the city is making a strong statement that moms, babies, and families matter from the very beginning. Programs like this just doesn't help individual households, they strengthen neighborhoods and improve long-term outcomes for our cities. When our babies are healthier, our families are stronger, and when families are stronger, Detroit is stronger. Thank you.
My stool again. All right, let's get it up for Janae again. That was amazing. So a lot of people ask, like, who is RX Kids? Like, what is it, one group, or what is RX Kids? And I want to share it's a team sport. And we're going to hear from every piece of that puzzle today. RX Kids is led by Michigan State University College of Human Medicine, where our mission is serving the people. And MSU, as you may know, is our pioneering land-grant university. We were created to serve the state. We are a university that believes knowledge does not live on shelves. Knowledge should go out into the world to make our state a better state. RX Kids is administered by a nonprofit called Give Directly. Let's give them a round of applause. They are the global leader in cash transfers. This is all they do, and they are the best at what they do, and that is why we are working with them. The funding for RX Kids is what we often call a public-private partnership, which means we have lots of money from lots of different places. Most importantly, the state of Michigan, bipartisan support from the state of Michigan. We have support from municipalities and philanthropy and individual donors and corporations, and we're still asking you money, so go to rxkids.org, give money. So lots of people make this possible. And in every community that we're in, and right now we're in 29 communities, we work with local champions. And here it's the city of Detroit is the local champion with tons of stakeholder partner organizations. And these are the folks that know the city and love the city and interact with the people of the city every single day. So please know it is a team. It is a big team that makes RX Kids possible. And soon you're going to hear from lots of players in that team. And I am so excited to introduce my boss and my friend who has made all of this possible. Somebody who has supported me with this big, bold, uncommon will health idea. Somebody who has made moments like this possible. He is a neuroscientist, which means he's really smart, and he gets this. And he is the president of Michigan State University. So let's give a warm Spartan welcome. Go Green! To the president of Michigan University, Dr. Kevin Guskowitz.
Thank you, Dr. Mona, and it is an honor to be here with you this afternoon, and there's nothing better than baby love, and we are so proud of what we've been able to accomplish together, so happy to be touching down here in Detroit. Dr. Mona, thank you for your visionary leadership. We talked earlier today about making history today, but I think Dr. Mona makes history every day because of her work. So how about a round of applause again for Dr. Mona? It's great to be here today alongside so many leaders across the state of Michigan that care so deeply about programs like this. And so, Mayor Sheffield, I'm looking forward to working alongside you and Luke Schaefer and others to be sure that you know that Michigan State University will be here for you as a city. I hold deep appreciation for our partnerships here in the city. Detroit has been long defined by its innovation and resilience, and those same qualities help to guide our mission at Michigan State University. I talk often about we're going to always be strategic, bold, and student-focused. I think today we are going to sort of change that a bit and say that we are going to be strategic, bold, and baby-focused. And I hope that some of these, the babies that we've had a chance to meet today are going to be future Spartans, as I had a chance to meet them earlier. So we're going to teach them how to say, go green, go white. But Michigan State is proud to help bring this program to its largest community so far, extending its promise to thousands of babies and families in the Metro Detroit area. Michigan State's horizons have always extended beyond its campus in East Lansing to Flint, to Grand Rapids, to Traverse City, and yes, to Detroit. From the day that we were founded 171 years ago this week, we'll celebrate our 171st anniversary this week, our land grant mission, that deserves a round of applause, yes. That our land grant mission has been to serve the people of this state by addressing their most pressing challenges, and that's what we're doing today. Few challenges are more critical than safeguarding our children and our future leaders. RX Kids represents a vital expression of the university's commitment. RX Kids brings to life a vision grounded in science and medicine, responsive to the local needs, and made possible through strong public and private collaboration. We understand the challenges only too well. Persistent child poverty, maternal and infant health disparities,
and economic instability are things that we are committed to as a proudly public university. RX Kids responds with both compassion and action, offering stability during the most critical months of our children's lives. As a leading global public research university, Michigan State's focus is to pursue discovery and innovation and turn them into practical, life-transforming solutions, something that Dr. Moen has been doing for well over a decade, 2 decades, now coming on 3 decades. Every child deserves a strong start. When we invest early in moms and babies and in families, we nurture potential and create opportunity that lasts a lifetime, strengthening communities across our state. I want to recognize the extraordinary leadership of MSU's College of Human Medicine in boldly rethinking how we support families and solutions that are both caring and effective. And all those in the room here, part of our College of Human Medicine, deserve a round of applause right now. And I'm grateful to Governor Gretchen Whitmer, our legislators, and Mayor Sheffield for their leadership and commitment to investing in Michigan families. I also want to recognize our donors gathered here today. Your generosity, your belief in Detroit, and your willingness to support such novel ideas have made this moment possible. So, RX Kids reflects some of the best of what a proudly public land-grant university like Michigan State is meant to do. And alongside our partners, we will continue working to ensure that every child in Detroit and across Michigan has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you for sharing this vision and for helping us build a stronger future together, one child and one community at a time. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to bring up Laura Keene, who is the U.S. Program Director at Give Directly, the organization that administers the cash prescriptions and helps moms with their applications. It is truly, truly a community village effort in order for us to get this work done, and we're super excited to be in partnership with Give Directly. Laura Keene.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you, and I have the honor of speaking to you on behalf of the entire team at Give Directly. Give Directly is an organization that specializes in the design and delivery of cash programs. Late last year, we delivered our $1 billionth and now have served more than 2 million people around the world. Give Directly is the cash administrator for RX Kids. But what does that mean? We design and oversee the end-to-end infrastructure needed to enroll, verify, and pay tens of thousands of Michigan moms and babies every single year. From the beginning, our mandate was to create a program that was efficient, scalable, and dignified, and that was imbued with the values of joy and deservedness at every stage. That looks like a remote, accessible online application that takes less than 20 minutes to complete. That looks like the introduction of AI tools that answer our moms' questions in real time. That looks like predictable on-time payments delivered as early as possible in pregnancy. With our friends at MSU, we do a whole lot of work to share information about this program to ensure that every last eligible mom knows to enroll. And yet a data point that I love is, despite all of that work that we do, the #1 way that participants learn about our program is they are referred from their friends and their families and their neighbors. The joy is simply contagious. And we have been dreaming about launching in Detroit since we started in Flint more than 2 years ago, and now thanks to the vision of Governor Whitmer, Mayor Sheffield, the Michigan Legislature, the Detroit City Council, and so many Detroit funders, that day is here. Give Directly is incredibly grateful to walk alongside the families of this remarkable city, and most importantly, to serve the 8,000 new residents of Detroit born here every year. Thank you so much for the babies.
Coming Coming up next, I'd like to introduce Angelique Power, President and CEO of the Skillman Foundation. From the start, the Skillman Foundation saw the promise of the RX Kids model. And they invested early in 2024 and have renewed that commitment with another generous gift to help bring RX Kids Detroit to life. We are absolutely delighted to have Angelique share today on behalf of Skillman and the many other donors that have powered this launch. Angelique?
Anytime that we gather around babies, something shifts. The room feels different. Our attention sharpens, and we slow down as we remember how important beginnings are. There is that joy of anticipation. There's so many firsts. The quiet excitement of imagining who this tiny person may become, standing at the edge of so much possibility. And as we've heard today, it's also an incredibly vulnerable time. The presence or absence of support during those early months, it shapes so much about what comes next in ways that last a lifetime. RX Kids meets families in that exact moment with care that arrives when it matters most. Families deserve support, period. Mothers deserve steadiness, babies deserve stability from the very beginning. And research continues to show that when families have what they need early, children are healthier, they're stronger, and they're better able to thrive. And by proxy, communities then become stronger and healthier and better able to take care of each other. It is not abstract. This is love made practical and then cemented into policy. And a baby, nurtured, heals what the adult world depletes. At the Skillman Foundation, we believe investing in young people and in families is one of the most powerful commitments that we can make. And we're proud to just be one of our family of philanthropic partners that really made this commitment to make sure this is a reality. I want to actually start by recognizing the Greenlight Fund, Detroit, and Jason is here today. They actually saw that RX Kids was important and a catalyst and brought so many of us to the table, so thank you. Thank you. I am so honored to be here with our mighty partner, the W.K. Kellogg Foundation is here. Thank you, Kellogg. The Kresge Foundation, Skyline Foundation, Balmer Group. If you're part of these, just shout, just woot woot yourself. General Motors, Jamie and Denise Jacob Family Foundation, the Max M. and Marjorie S. Fisher Foundation, the Community Foundation of Southeast Michigan, Children's Foundation of Michigan, Huntington Bank, Blue Cross Blue Shield Foundation of Michigan, and United Way of Southeastern Michigan. I saw Darian earlier. Thank you, United Way. You know, even just listing all of these folks, the amount of funds that have been put together and the diversity of funders that have committed is really a testament to this program, but also a testament to the funders that actually invest in Detroit all the time and have a true love for Detroit and for Detroiters of all ages. I'm really proud to stand here on behalf of my peers who are also my friends. But I also want to say that as we look ahead, our work is not finished. RX Kids is a program that is built to last, but we need to stay to support it to make sure it is fully funded through the length of its program. There is a gap that still needs to be filled to ensure that every family that is coming has the support that they need in the future. So this is an invitation to invest in continuity and in stability and in the quiet power of showing up again and again for RX Kids and for Detroit families. Thank you to all of the believers who have made this moment possible and for standing with families from the very beginning.
Thanks, Angelique. And now it is a special pleasure and privilege for me to welcome my sister, one of the reasons why I'm actually here today, speaking my names in rooms that I didn't even know existed. She's a collaborator, a friend. She is the community engagement manager for Michigan State Museum. She is a Detroit native, a poet, an activist, and she's here to share her commissioned poem for this event. Please give it up for my girl, Natasha T. Miller. Show her some love, y'all.
How y'all feeling? Feeling good? All right, I am really excited to be a part of this event. Very excited about the launch. But something that's more exciting to me is that Mary Sheffield put the keys in all the hands of those little Capricorns. So I'm like, the city is in good hands. My birthday is January 3rd, so I'm like, yes, queen, go off. So we're gonna be all right, y'all. All right, so I am going to do a poem. I do work at Michigan State for the MSU Museum, and if the president is still in the room, I did officially take off in the system, so he don't think I'm like skipping work. But yeah, so I am a poet, and I like to tell my audiences, as I'm performing a poem, you could feel free to snap, to clap, to laugh, to engage in whatever way that you see fit if you enjoy the poem. I also tell my audience, even if you don't enjoy the poem, feel free to pretend like you do, okay? We're still here. All right, so this is the poem I wrote for this event. I remember in 2001, 2002, the No Child Left Behind Act. I remember the acting. I remember all the kids still left behind. I remember thinking, what if kids and babies are finally put first? Imagine a world where mothers in need are not seen as burdens, but blessings, a gift some are hesitant to unwrap. But once you peel back the layers, you find a miracle. You find an answered prayer. You find it in the streets of Flint, in the city of Detroit, in all the places that were once written off now completes the story because one person decided to invest in the unknown, said the child will not be left behind this time, said the mother will also be put first. You are not alone. We are all here. We are all in this together, connected through umbilical cords, but no strings attached. This is just genuine help to help changing diapers, to help change lives. Sometimes, as a mother, you need a hug and you need a shoulder. But sometimes you need a ride to your doctor's appointment. You need $1,500. You need someone to say, I'm here when the baby arrives, before the baby is born, after a mom becomes a mom. It's the little things that runs a marathon, that changes the trajectory of someone's life, that tells the story of what could have been written off as nothing but is now imagined as everything because of a new mayor in Detroit, a governor in Michigan, a doctor at MSU. Persistence of people who agreed that babies matter, that they are not afterthoughts, they deserve blissful beginnings, and that there is no shame in having needs. And yes, we can agree that babies need love, but they also need to grow up in safe and healthy environments. They need to be seen as full humans from the start. They need enriching policies. They need us to protect them, to open up our hearts and open up our wallets, to not just baby talk, but talk money, create environments where mothers don't suffer in silence, and it's not seen as an act of violence to need assistance, to be able to depend on the politicians that we put in those seats. It takes a village. It takes change. It takes courage. It takes policy. It takes belief that little old me or little old you can really do something big during the most sacred time of someone's life. We can eliminate the shame of needing help. We can lace up our shoes and walk beside these mothers. We can agree that poverty is the problem of the people, not the person. We can dignify the life of newborns. We can make caregiving cool again. From the belly to birth, we can show babies that they are loved. Thank you.
All right, how's everyone feeling? All right, so I have the absolute honor now of bringing up my partners and colleagues who are very supportive of this on the Detroit City Council. But before I do so, I want to announce that as of 9 a.m. this morning, we have 750 43 Detroit residents that have applied for RX Kids Program Detroit. And some of them will be leaving today with their first $1,500 check. So let's continue to spread the word. But I could not be more honored to introduce again two of my partners here on the Detroit City Council, one of which, Member Calloway, was just a fierce leader and fighter for this program when people weren't really even talking about it in Detroit. She lifted up this issue and said Detroit needs to bring this program here. She has always prioritized families and children and youth in our city, and I cannot be more proud to have her as a partner and a fighter on the Detroit City Council, as well as our leader, our new president of the Detroit City Council, President James Tate, who will both speak on behalf of the council. We thank them for their partnership, who they also will be approving the city's funding portion of this program. So without further ado, let's welcome Member Calloway and President James Tate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and good afternoon. I'm Detroit City Councilwoman Angela Whitfield Calloway, and I represent District 2 on the council, which is a large portion of the west side of Detroit. Yes. About a year and a half ago, my team and I began having serious conversations about the success of RX Kids. We were reading the testimonies from new and expecting mothers in Flint, stories of relief, stability, and dignity. It became evident to us then that this program was making a real difference. I personally understand the financial strain that having a child can place on a household. I am the mother of 4, and 2 of those are twins. So to all the mothers of twins, and all 4 were born at Henry Ford Hospital on the Boulevard. And I know firsthand how critical support can be during those early months of the baby's life. Caring for our children is written in our city's very foundation. It is in our charter, in the preamble section of the charter. Holistic programs like RX Kids put that responsibility into action and truly life-changing. They just don't improve the well-being of mothers and babies. They strengthen families, our entire community, and even boost our local economy by increasing per capita income and ensuring dollars are spent right here at home. Because of that, I advocated strongly last year to include RX Kids in our city's budget. And today, standing here, I am so incredibly proud and grateful, and I personally want to thank our amazing mayor, Mayor Sheffield. Yes, you can clap. Every time you hear her name, you should clap. It's powerful. She kept her promise on day one, and I want to thank her and her administration for fighting for our babies and our families, because when you fight for your babies, you are actually fighting for your future. And I commend her for putting our children first on day one. You can give that an applause. And lastly, I want to also extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Mona and the city's health department for taking my many calls and meeting with my team over the years, time and time again. Your dedication has been invaluable. We know this early investment leads to better birth outcomes. We know that to be true. Healthier families and stronger futures for all who live in our city. Thank you all for being a part of this very, very important work, and God bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and a wonderful 2026. God bless you.
Thank you, Member Calloway. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, get a little bit more energy back in this room. Listen, on January 5th, there were 2 announcements that were made. One, my colleagues appointed me to be the council president of the Detroit City Council. Yeah, that was a big deal in my household, right? But that was an even bigger announcement that spread far and wide, and that was the announcement that Mayor Sheffield made that introduced the city of Detroit as the largest and the latest city to join RX Kids. And today is a very important day for Detroit families as applications, as has been mentioned earlier, officially open with this highly impactful RX Kids program. Detroit's participation didn't happen by accident, didn't happen by chance. It happened because Mayor Mary Sheffield made it an early and an intentional decision to bring partners together and invest in mothers and invest in mothers and children at this very early stage of life when support matters the most. Thank you, Mayor Sheffield. And I have said before, this was a home run right out the gate. Now, I didn't get the memo to wear red today. It takes a lot of heart, without a shadow of a doubt, to pull off a program like this. But I'm wearing green because it takes some funds as well. So I also want to recognize the Michigan State Legislature and Governor Whitmer for providing the foundational funding for RX Kids, along with the philanthropic and private partners whose belief in Detroit helped make this possible with their very, very, very generous contributions. Give them a round of applause again, please. RX Kids provides direct, general support, guaranteed support to pregnant women and new mothers during pregnancy and a child's first year of life. Research shows that income stability during this very critical period leads to healthier births, reduced stress, stronger maternal health, and better long-term outcomes for our children. This is not an arbitrary ideology or abstract policy we're talking about. Data from Michigan's communities already participating in RX Kids show real improvements in family stability as well as infant health. I'd like to further acknowledge the program's co-founders, Dr. Mona, y'all give her another round of applause. Can't say that enough. As well as Dr. Luke Schaefer as well, whose leadership and research helped both of them shaped RX Kids from the very start, and we are very fortunate to have Dr. Schaefer now joining City of Detroit to serve as the City of Detroit's first Chief Executive of Health, Human Services, and Poverty Solutions, bringing this expertise to his work in the City of Detroit. This program is not about dependency. This program is about dignity. It trusts mothers to know what their families need and recognizes that early support helps children get a stronger start. RX Kids exist in communities all across Michigan, urban and rural alike, because poverty doesn't have a face or a zip code. The goal is simple and shared: healthier families and building better opportunities for our children. Detroit, again, is now the largest city in the state of Michigan to participate in RX Kids, and that matters. It reflects our commitment to breaking the cycles of hardship and giving every child in our city, in our state, a fair chance from the very beginning. I am deeply grateful to everyone who made this program available,